welcome to Westfield, Wisconsin for another round of high school basketball. We have girls action for you this evening as the Nekoosa Papermakers take on the Pioneer Westfield Pioneers and South Central Conference basketball action. My name is Tom Kirst. Along with me, our cameraman, Mr. Jim Allen, and our color analyst, Mr. Daniel Schmidt. We're certainly glad you could join us for this Nekoosa sports telecast. Our thanks always goes out to Nekoosa High School and River City's Community Access. Without them, we would not be able to make these broadcasts possible. This Friday evening brings the Nekoosa girls to Westfield for their 5th road game and 6 early season outings. The Papermakers have fared well in their travels, coming out winners in 4 of their first 5 contests. Westfield, on the other hand, has only 3 games under their belt, including 1 conference loss. They hope to get back to even tonight in the conference, taking on an experienced and seasoned Nekoosa squad. Westfield 1-2 on the year. They started the year dropping a 44-37 conference decision to Wisconsin Hills. Followed that up with a tough 54-52 loss to Cambridge, and then got that first win, a 55-38 victory over Watertown Lutheran Prep. Scoring leaders for Westfield are a couple of seniors. As I mentioned, the scoring leaders for Westfield, a couple of seniors. Paige Peschel leads the team. She averages 11 points a night. Kayla Monte right behind her. Make that Montney. She averaged a little over 10 points a game. Nekoosa 4-1 coming into play tonight. Papermakers have non-conference wins over Pittsville, Blair, Taylor, and Poynette. They have 1 conference victory. That coming over at Mauston about a week ago in Nekoosa. Papermakers, of course, roster dominated by seniors, and they have a wealth of varsity experience. Leading the team is guard Lexi Shue. She's averaging a little over 16 a game. Desiree Shue right behind Lexi. Desiree averaging a little over 10 points a night for Nekoosa. Starting lineups for tonight's game, of course, Nekoosa dressed in their traveling blue tonight down here in Westfield. We'll start 5'5" senior Lexi Brose. Lexi wears number 3. Number 5 is Desiree Shue. She's a 5'8" senior. Taylor Hazelmeyer, a 5'7" senior, wears number 23. Mallory Melvin, a 5'9" senior. And the 5th starter I missed tonight for the Papermakers. I believe it's Anna Schubert, number 31, a 6-foot junior. Westfield starts Lauren McCartney, a 5'5" sophomore, along with Paige Peschel, a 5'11" senior. Allison Stoffaker, a 5'7" sophomore. 22 is Cassidy Winter, a 5'6" senior. And Kayla Montney, a 6-foot senior, rounds out the starting 5 for Westfield. So Westfield starts 3 seniors and 2 sophomores. They have 3 sophomores that have done a pretty good job scoring for them this season. All 3 averaging over 5 points a game. So Nekoosa with nothing but seniors on this varsity roster. And they will start with Anna Schubert jumping against Kayla Montney. So Dan, back in Westfield again. Had a good time here Tuesday as the boys got a win. Hoping to get another one here tonight.
Yeah, I think this will be a little harder fought game than the boys. Although the boys did let Westfield back in the game a few times.
You know, Nekoosa had a great season last year, but they had their hands full with Westfield. Matter of fact, they got beat pretty badly down here in that first outing last year. And then late in the season, Nekoosa did get a win against the Pioneers, but that by 1 point, and that was really a hard-fought ball game. That game played in Nekoosa.
Well, Westfield has 2 losses, but they were close, Tom. They could have won either way.
And Nekoosa always has, or last couple of years anyway, as Lauren McCartney starts out the scoring for Westfield, has had a problem with Westfield's size. I don't think they're quite as big as they have been in the past, but Nekoosa is certainly not a big team. Desiree Shue buries the 3 from the corner, and these two teams come out hot. Nekoosa 3-2. We played about 30 seconds. Nekoosa man-to-man defensively. Stoffaker just inside the three-point line.
Nice shot. Nothing but net on that one.
4-3 Pioneers. Lexi against pressure. Dribbles through it, heads to the basket, kicks it back out to Shue, and Desiree hits her second shot. 5 points for Shue, 5 points for Nekoosa. They lead by 1. Hazelmeyer goes for the pick, and she's going to pick up the foul. Taylor thought she had a shot that time against McCartney, but McCartney did a pretty good job of protecting the basketball.
She almost stole the ball the second time down here, and I think that gave her a little bit of confidence. And what she did get her was a body.
You see Haley Baker on the Nekoosa bench tonight in dress clothes, so she's not going to be part of the competition this evening. She also is wearing a boot on her right foot. Inside, Montney lost it, picked up. Shot is missed by Peschel, but there's Montney again. 6-5. We're heading to 100 points here, Dan. If we can maintain the pace. That might be a trick.
Oh, come on.
Turnover turns into another layup, or another score, I should say. This time a layup for McCartney. 8-5, Westfield leads. Only played 2 minutes. That's a lot of points. 8 points in 2 minutes for the Pioneers. The ball tipped out of bounds by Peschel. Westfield 2-3 zone defensively, with the 6-foot Montney in the middle. Lexi's going to be short on that. I think that ball might have been tipped.
I agree, Tom. I'm not even going to put down on the shot because it was tipped.
The other way, that's McCartney right back out to Montney. She missed the shot, and Melvin with the rebound for Nekoosa. Montney is down. Looks like she might have turned an ankle. It's hustling back down the court, though. And Hazelmeyer.
And we took advantage of that, Tom.
Good job of finding the open person there as Taylor gets her first basket. Nekoosa back within 1 at 8-7. 3 ball on the way. That one's short by McCartney.
Way short.
Here comes Schubert the other way. Westfield does a good job of getting back. Nekoosa does need to move the ball a little bit quicker against this 2-3 zone.
Hey, you're listening to the coach, Tom.
I always listen to the coach now. I'm a team player. Shue nails her second 3 ball.
You know, that one ball was tipped, which I put it down as being tipped. We're 100% from the line so far.
From the field.
From the field, yeah. I shouldn't say from the line, from the field.
And of course, 2 3 balls by Shue already in the early going. Lexi got a hand on that one. Should have been Nekoosa basketball. But
yeah, I don't know how he missed that.
Pretty sure the ball went off the leg of Winter.
I agree with you, Tom, 100%.
And now Nekoosa gives up the gimme on the inbound play. Montney has 4. We're tied at 10. We talked a little bit to Coach Linsmeyer before the game tonight, and he told us that his team has been working hard on the rebounding thing this week. Tell you what, looks like they've been working hard at shooting threes as Hazelmeyer buries one. Taylor now with 5 points. So we'll see if Nekoosa does a little better job of screening off and going to the basketball, especially on the defensive end. Montney takes Melvin up on that shot, and Kayla Montney is going to shoot 2. First foul on Melvin. Second on Nekoosa as a team. Had to see the band tonight across the way. They were all dressed up in their Christmas best. We see a couple leaving the gym right now that I think they had tutus on, these guys that were playing the drums. It was Christmassy, though.
Yeah.
A band having a lot of fun. Kayla misses the first. Yeah, you think about it, only 12 more days until Christmas. The year has just shot right by. 13-11 our score. Nekoosa on top. Hazelmeyer had a shot
nice
there.
Save.
Schubert to Melvin. Taylor cut off on the baseline, tried to get it to Melvin. Tipped away. Stoffaker cross court to McCartney.
Sometimes I think we take one too many passes.
You got to be a little more selfish, right? Maybe just a little more aggressive. McCartney with a miss. Melvin, good rebound. 3-on-3 coming back. Lexi gets it to Hazelmeyer.
Ooh.
Lexi started to move. Hazelmeyer tried to get her the basketball, and Lexi did get it back for at least a held ball. Nekoosa's third turnover. I don't have Westfield for a turnover yet in this game. Montney sits down. Again, they're going to look at that foot or leg. She looks like she's in a little bit of pain.
Yeah, she does.
Lexi needs to dribble out of trouble there.
Got to be better with the passes. Got to move.
Looks like Westfield is extending that 2-3 a little bit. It's way up on the floor. That's going to leave a lot of openings inside. But Nekoosa not looking there right now. Schubert with the miss.
Got to get on her.
Stoffaker with a miss. Lexi the other way has got Shu up in front. And Shu's pass picked up, but Lexi gets it back. Lexi thought about the 3, but Peschel got there. She'll try it from there.
Short.
Shu with the rebound, and she draws the foul. Allison Stoffaker is going to get it. This first team foul on Westfield, but 2 shots coming up for senior Desiree Shu. A little bigger crowd tonight in Westfield than what we saw on Tuesday night. Could be for a couple of reasons.
It's a lot warmer out.
That's one of them, and also a Friday night.
Yeah, but Friday night fish fries, Tom.
Well, you do the fish fry, and then you get out and see the basketball game, right? Desiree Shu hits 1 of 2. She's got 9 here in the first quarter. Nekoosa leads by 3 at 14-11. McCartney hands it off to Peschel. 3 ball is missed by Winter. Winter gets the rebound. Lexi Brose taps it out of bounds.
Well, they had 2 shots at that time, Westfield. Couldn't get it down.
They got a third one coming. So again, we got to do a little better job rebounding. Stoffaker drills the 3 ball. Her second field goal. She's got 5 points. We're tied at 14 with 1:30 to play here in the quarter.
See, the big girl's not on the bench anymore, Tom. They must have taken her to the locker room.
Gonna tape up that ankle, maybe?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Schubert with a miss. Nekoosa with their first substitution of the night. Brittany Ryan, a 5'4" senior in. And Ashley Mortel also in the ball game for the Papermaker. She wears number 13. Ryan. Lexi on the other wing. Mortel looks like she's trying to post up down there. Shoe cuts across the lane. Nekoosa stays outside with 50 seconds to play in the quarter. There's a bad pass. Again, you gotta get a better angle on that pass.
Yeah, I agree. You ever notice how with our girls here, nobody's passing off a dribble?
Another bad pass. Nice finish by Cassidy Winter. Now Westfield back on top, 16-14. 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Ryan will fire it and hit it. That's a 3-ball. Brittany's first basket. Nekoosa back on top, and that's the way it's going to be for the first quarter. So the 3-ball, a real friend for Nekoosa. They knocked down 4 trays in quarter number 1. After 1 period of play, it's Nekoosa 17 and Westfield 16. So Nekoosa has the lead, but Westfield the basketball as we begin the second quarter. Fairly high scoring game thus far.
Yeah, and the shooting percentages are great, Tom, for both teams. Westfield was 7 of 15 for 47%. Nekoosa was 6 out of 9 for 67%. Like I say, the percentages, I can't believe they're going to continue that way.
No, I expect the scoring to slow down a little bit too. And right now, Nekoosa living on that outside shot, four 3-balls out of their 6 field goals in that first quarter. Anna Schubert gets in the act. Her first bucket. It's a 3. Nekoosa by 4.
I started looking to see her ankles taped, but I don't see it.
Now Montney back in the ball game, and she gets, of course, lays it down right there. She's got 7 for the night. And Westfield back within 2. Hazelmeyer cut off, tried to get it inside, and there's a whistle for her being out of bounds. Okay.
Now, is the purple out of bounds, or is it once you get past the purple?
No, once you touch the purple, you're out of bounds.
You're out of bounds, okay.
You're going to get an offensive foul called on. I didn't catch the number.
Some 5, I heard him say. 55?
I'm not sure if Montney is the only player with a 5 in her number, and they're not posting the fouls on the board tonight.
Oh, they're not. Give it to her, Tom. I heard a 5.
Hazelmeyer. Taylor Hazelmeyer with her second tray. And how about this Nekoosa shooting here in the first half? They lead by 5 now. 3-bomb. I mean, that was a bomb that time by Stoffaker. And yeah, Westfield's going to hang on to the basketball. Stoffaker must have been about, 6-7 feet beyond the 3-point line. Taylor Hazelmeyer gets a hand on it. I'll try it again from the center court.
Taylor got nice looking shoes too, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, we've got a variety of shoes on this team.
Yeah, we got some real nice looking shoes out there.
Lexi knocks it out. Dan and I agreed though that Mallory Melvin,
she's got the best.
She's got the best looking shoes out there.
Yep.
They're just sort of different kind of green. It's like fluorescent green or something.
Like an aquamarine or.
I don't think Boyd Campbell would ever let us wear a shoe like that 45 years ago. As a matter of fact, we all wore the same shoe back then.
A lot of teams do that.
And I sort of like that. Look at Montney. Boy, Nekoosa just can't play her inside. But they've got to get a body on her and move her out of there.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Melvin picks up her second foul. And, of course, now Montney with a chance at that three-point play. She's having quite a night. She's got 10 points here in the half. She averages 10 a game.
Well, then she should stop scoring.
Yeah, she's pretty much done for the night,
she's
folks.
done. Take her out.
Shoe. Oh, it looked like she might have turned an ankle, but no, just a clumsy finish there.
That wasn't a good shot at all.
2-point Nekoosa lead, 5:50 to play here in the first half.
But, you know, Tom, sometimes you get yourself in a situation that you have to shoot because there's nothing else you can do.
Melvin just picked up her third.
Yep.
So Scott Linsmeyer, of course, the head coach at Nekoosa, with a decision here on Mallory Melvin, and the decision's an easy one for Scott as Ashley Mortel checks in. Windham Nekoosa giving up all kinds of size inside. You know, Anna Schubert listed at 6 foot in the program. Compare her to Montney,
I'm looking
who's
at
listed
that.
at 6'1". There's just no way that Schubert's 6 foot. When Nekoosa catches a break as Westfield just can't handle a basketball. But they got to figure out something on how to play with Westfield inside.
Yeah, Westfield is taking about 6 more shots a quarter than we are so far. And most of them are second shots, if not third.
Schubert. Westfield man-to-man now, I believe. Yeah, they are. I don't know if Nekoosa realizes that. I think they do. Run a little wheel here. Montney doing the best she can to sag inside. Lexi blocked away. The other way. Easy one.
Yep.
Paige Peschel, her first basket. She's leading scorer for Westfield. That's her first bucket. Lexi Brost leads Nekoosa in scoring on the season, and Lexi hasn't gotten on the board yet tonight. Shut out.
In shots this quarter, they've outshot, 8-3.
Taylor Hazelmeyer with a steal in the lay-in.
Well, that helped a little bit.
Yeah, Nekoosa somehow has to use their quickness to offset that size difference. But boy, they're giving up some easy ones, even to the guards now, as McCartney takes it all the way to the rim. Tied at 25, 4 minutes to play in the half, and Coach Scott Linsmeyer wants a 30-second timeout. 25 all, we're tied, 4:03 to play. I failed to mention the beginning of the game. The head coach at Westfield, of course, is John Bradley. And Mr. Bradley's been coaching this Westfield girls team for quite a few years now. And he's had good success. And, of course, Scott Linsmeyer in his sixth season leading the Nekoosa program. Scott 82-42 as the head coach at Nekoosa. He's assisted by Mr. Chris Stensberg. And of course, Chris has been part of those 82 wins as well in the last 6 seasons. Girls play tonight, and then they're off until next Friday night, which is the 20th of December. That night, the boys and the girls will both play in the Nekoosa gym. They'll take on Watoma, a twin bill. And I'm not sure how it works, if the girls play first and then the boys, or vice versa. And I would suspect that those games would begin about 6 o'clock. So a big night of basketball next Friday night in the Nekoosa gym. Boys, by the way, are off until that game too. They won here on Tuesday night against Westfield. They're off to a 5-1 start.
I haven't seen the other teams yet with the boys, Tom, in the conference, but right now, from what I've seen, Nekoosa definitely the one of the best teams in the conference.
Lexi put it up over Montney. Here comes the Pioneers. Stoffaker nails the 3-ball. Westfield up by 3. It's her second tray, by the way. She's got 8 points. 28-25 Westfield. Yeah, we see on the boys' side, Adams Friendship beat the Dells the other night. That's the first time that's happened in a few years. Amber Wolf was fouled by number 14, Paige Peschel, her first.
Yeah, I just wonder, Tom, is it that hard to put the player in a foul up there?
Yeah, well, it could be just an experience thing. A scoreboard operator doesn't know how to do it, or doesn't feel comfortable doing it, or feels it's not needed. one of the above.
You've hit all the choices.
I don't do that. Oh, a nice save there by Ryan. I thought that ball was gone. See if Nekoosa can find a good shot here. 2 misses by Shu, and here comes Peschel the other way. And again, nobody picks her up. Lexi takes the ball away from her near the rim, and now Nekoosa throws it away. Wow. Paige Peschel.
Her wrist.
Well, you know, Coach Linsmeyer made mention that Peschel is actually playing with a broken hand or a finger or something, and I think she just
re-injured it.
Yeah, I think she felt it right there. Maybe it's a finger.
Well, looks like she had a brace on it.
Yep. So she's out of the ball game for now. I think she'll be back. But she's played well for having a broken bone in her hand. Montney. Boy, I think Schubert might have got away with one there, but Nekoosa with the basketball. 3-point game, approaching the 2-minute mark. Boy, Montney had good position, and she's going to get a foul, though, as Shu took the ball right to her. Her second foul, we believe. Desiree shoots 2. She's 1 out of 2 from the line so far. It's Nekoosa back within a couple at 28-26. And now back within 1. 2 minutes to play, first half. See if Nekoosa can finish strong. Cross court to Montney.
Oh, I think she traveled.
I think so too. She missed the shot badly, though. That's the one you want her to take, though.
Yeah.
And you don't really want her around the rim because she's a rebounding nightmare for Nekoosa. Oh, Schubert rushed that shot.
Yeah. She had really a nice shot there, but
just had to find a little backboard that time and take it up strong. Westfield with the timeout, minute 33 to play in the first half. Here we go. Minute 33 to play. Peschel on top. Nekoosa man to man. Schubert with a good play as they try to get the ball inside.
Yeah, that wasn't there.
Got a 34 on the floor for Westfield. I think that's Jordan Marshall. I'm not sure. Hazelmeyer tried to get the ball along the baseline, cross court. That's a tough pass. At least Nekoosa will get the ball back out of this. And quickly Marshall sits down for Westfield. Minute 10 to play. 28-27 Pioneers.
I see Peschel's back in, number 14.
She's a tough nut. Now she's got that, is it the little finger on that left hand?
I don't know which one it is.
Or is it the index
finger?
Looks
like the ring finger.
Ring finger. Nekoosa basketball. Hazelmeyer drops it to Brost. Boy, Lexi draws a crowd, doesn't she?
Yeah, 3.
Hazelmeyer tried to get it to Ryan. Ryan was bumped on the other side, but they say no foul. Westfield basketball. Haven't been a whole lot of turnovers here in the half. I've only got Nekoosa with 5. I've got Westfield with 2. The way I score, you probably have to double those numbers, but still not a whole lot.
Well, I just can't remember that Brittany Ryan from last year. You know, JVs or varsity.
McCartney. 3 ball.
Looks good.
Cassidy Winter.
It's good.
She's got 5 for the night. And all of a sudden, Westfield up 4 now with 24 seconds to play in the half. Nekoosa led by 1 after a quarter. So Westfield's outscored Nekoosa by 5 thus far here in the second. Hazelmeyer with 10 seconds to play. Lexi. Good double team. Westfield with a steal. Time's running down. And that's going to be on the quarter. Boy, as soon as Lexi Bro starts that drive, you can see other Westfield players coming over to take that drive away. A nice job of playing defense by John Bradley's team. Halftime here in Westfield. Our score, Westfield 31 and Nekoosa 27. So we've got all the cast of characters back on the floor. We're getting close to the start of the second half. Westfield on top 31-27. First quarter, make that first half scoring. First for Westfield, Lauren McCartney was 6. Paige Peschel had 2. Allison Stoffaker with a couple of 3 balls and 8 points. Cassidy Winter a 3 ball and 5 points. And Kayla Montney inside finishes the half with 10. For Nekoosa, Desiree Shue with 11, including a couple of trays. Brittany Ryan a 3 ball and 3 points. Taylor Hazelmeyer a couple of 3 bombs and 10 points. And Anna Schubert with a 3 ball and 3 points.
Tom, shooting percentages. Westfield in the second quarter was 6 of 13 for 46%. For the half, they were 13 of 28 for 46%. Nekoosa in that second quarter was 3 of 9 for 33%. And for the half, they were 9 of 18 for 50%.
So both teams had a possession. Nekoosa turned over their possession. And Westfield with a miss by Stoffaker. Nekoosa down by 4 with a basketball. Schubert tried to split a couple of players, lost the basketball. And Nekoosa gets beat back on the other end.
Yeah, they didn't get back at all, Tom.
Allison Stoffaker makes it a 6-point game. Boy, Nekoosa's got to watch out here. Westfield is playing well, and Nekoosa's on the verge of not being in this basketball game. Lexi has not scored tonight. Averaging 16 on the year. Westfield's done a wonderful job of helping on her. Hazelmeyer is fouled. Lauren McCartney is drawing the defensive assignment on Lexi.
Yeah, it might be just me, but to me it appears that they stand around if they don't have the ball, and they're waiting for the pass.
Close to another foul on McCartney. Lexi finds a gap, and she draws the foul. She'll shoot 2. It's the first time, really, that Lexi, we don't track shots here, individual shots, but I bet you Lexi that might be her second or third shot of the night.
Yeah, I can think of one down here that she took.
So, I mean, that's how good a job Westfield has been doing on Brost. She's got her first point now.
I was saying, we're just the opposite on their leading scorer.
Lexi 1 out of 2. Ball on the floor. Here comes Westfield. Got to get some stops on this defensive end, too, and rebound. A miss. They say the ball was tipped, though. It's going to be Westfield basketball. And the inside official wants to talk to the outside official. And no, he says no tip. It's going to be Nekoosa basketball.
Well, then it's a shot.
And the coach, the official on the end line telling Coach Bradley it was not tipped. Nekoosa down by 5.
That could have went either way, Tom. I couldn't tell from up here.
It did go either way.
Yeah, I know that.
Both ways.
But aren't you surprised that they went the other way with it? Normally.
Well, this official on the baseline must have had a really good view of it, where he's just totally confident. Schubert with a foul. Nekoosa's going to extend the floor now defensively. Oh, I thought they were going to. I think they need to, personally. They got to do something to shake up this game a little bit. They're going to trap in the half court now. So that's something different. Little slow defensively, though. And they get burned. Stoffaker with her second basket in the quarter. 7-point Westfield lead. Taylor. To Melvin. To Shu. Nekoosa's running their offense, but they're not running it with a whole lot of conviction.
No. I tend to agree with you, Tom.
I mean, the cuts are not sharp at all. They're Lexi got bumped, missed the shot, saved it, but saved it to Peschel. Going the other way, 3-on-1. Peschel with a good feed. And Cassidy Winter dumps in the bucket. 9-point game. Westfield making a statement here in the third quarter. Melvin doesn't know what to do with it right now, and Coach Linsmeyer is going to take a timeout. Full timeout on the court, 4:37 to play, third quarter. 37-28 West. Taylor Hazelmeyer is going to put it in play for Nekoosa, who's in need of some points right now, trailing by 9.
Yeah, going on 4 minutes, and we don't have a field goal this quarter yet.
We only have the one free throw by Lexi, and now we just turn it over again. And Lexi got it back. She needs a friend right now.
Yeah,
she
she
finds
lost
Hazelmeyer. Westfield man-to-man, and Nekoosa primarily working the perimeter against that man-to-man. It's going to be an Nekoosa basketball. Nekoosa just sort of looks like they need a 5-hour energy. Huh? There's something to zip them up. I'm not advocating that, by the way, but
no, I'm
just saying they just need a shot of adrenaline. There's a
nice
feed.
pass.
And Mallory Melvin from a good pass from Taylor Hazelmeyer. Taylor now with 12 for the game. 37-30. Fall asleep again defensively, and Peschel right to the basket. Boy, I just can't.
You cringe,
It's hard to
Tom?
believe how Nekoosa is getting beat on the defensive end right now. Lexi draws 3 or 4.
See?
Shu from the free throw line knocks it down. That's the thing. If 3 or 4 are going to gather around Lexi, someone's going to be open.
Yep.
7-point game. Nekoosa again trying to trap in the half court. Peschel dribbles to the basket, lays it down. How many times have we seen that in the third quarter?
Well, four times in a row, Tom.
I think 3 times she's taken it right to the glass. 9-point game, 2:50 to play third. Hazelmeyer drills the 3-ball.
2-ball. Oh, no, gave her 3.
41-35. Nekoosa back within 6. Nekoosa continues to shoot the tray well in this game. Lexi up on Peschel. That 3-ball missed by McCartney. Here comes Shu the other way. DeBrost. Hazelmeyer, a little quick with that one maybe. And it falls right into the hands of Kayla Montney. You were kidding before, Dan, about Montney hitting 10 points, and that's her average. Well, she hasn't scored since. So maybe she is a first-half player. Of course, they haven't needed her in the third quarter. They get all kinds of scoring from Acasta characters. Melvin with a rebound. Nekoosa would like to slice that 6-point lead down to 4, maybe even 3 right here. Schubert wide open on top, and she'll take the 3. Tapped away by Peschel. Boy, Melvin had great position, but Peschel got a hand on it before Mallory could get to it. Brittany Ryan back in for Nekoosa. Montney out for Westfield. I'm not sure who came in the ball game. I believe it's 34, Jordan Marshall. Why you want to make that pass? I don't quite understand that one. Schubert. Shu on the baseline.
You know, Westfield's not intercepting the pass, but they're getting a hand on it every time.
Now Nekoosa's been lucky to not turn the ball over a few times here. And then Schubert nails the three out of the corner. How about that, huh? And a second tray. Nekoosa back within three at 41-38. A minute to play in the quarter. That three is long. Shu battles, but Peschel comes away with it. Back outside, Stoffaker. And Desiree with a rebound this time. Down by three, Nekoosa with the basketball. Melvin trying to post Peschel up inside. Lexi got it. Her first field goal tonight. Nekoosa back within one at 41-40, 30 seconds to play. Third quarter. They were down by 9. So a nice little run by Nekoosa. Nice backdoor cut. I don't know why Shu didn't pick up that basketball.
I agree with you.
Now Ryan with a steal. 17 seconds to play. I'm just astonished there. I don't know what she was thinking.
To sit and watch it, you know.
Lexi, spin move. Melvin missed the bunny. Lexi got it back and draws the foul. Boy, Mallory Melvin set up beautifully that time and couldn't make the layup. Lexi got it back, and she's going to shoot too. And I believe McCartney got the foul. I thought I heard 4. As Lexi ties this game up. Ashley Mortel checks in for Nekoosa with 5 seconds to play in the quarter. As Bros puts Nekoosa up by 1. How about that?
Yeah, how about that?
5 seconds. Stoffaker shot that a little early, but the quarter runs dry. So Nekoosa with a big rally here in the final 3 minutes of this third quarter. They erase a 9-point deficit. We're heading to the fourth. It's Nekoosa on top, 42-41. So Nekoosa up by 1, but Westfield with the basketball now as we begin the fourth quarter. Nekoosa outscores Westfield 15-10 in that third quarter to get back on top.
Boy, they got 4 more field goals than us, Tom, so it must be the threes that are keeping us in this game.
Yeah, all of a sudden the 3-ball woke up for us again, and then we got Lexi involved too, which is a big thing for Nekoosa. She has 5 now. Shu earns the tie-up with Winter. Possession arrow to Nekoosa.
Yeah, I'm double checking this, and yeah, I'm right. We got 14 field goals, and they got 18.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trays tonight. 3 for Westfield.
That's probably the difference.
It's 5 points right there.
Yeah.
We also have, 6 points from the line compared to 2 for Westfield.
I thought she was throwing it to the coach.
I really didn't know where that was going either. I was about ready to jump myself to see if I could get the Schubert gets it to Lexi. We played about a minute here in the quarter. I haven't had a shot yet, have we?
No, by neither team.
There's one by Schubert. It looked good, but a little long.
Oh.
Good battle inside by Mortel.
We had position, but we didn't get it.
No. Taller player got it. Stoffaker has had a really good second half.
Yeah, Tom, in that third quarter, Nekoosa was 5 of 10 for 50%, and Westfield was 5 of 12 for 42%.
Schubert missed again, and look at that. On the other side, there's Ashley Mortel with her first basket. We're tied at 43. I'll make that 44. And Ryan a little aggressive there. Brittany's first foul, I believe. Oh, it's a bit of a guess here since the scoreboard isn't helping us out. Amber Wolf checks in for Nekoosa. She wears number 35. She's a senior. Nekoosa 2-3 zone in this out-of-bounds situation. McCartney. Stoffaker. Boy, you got to get a hand up on her, don't you? McCartney. Peschel. She's been very good going to the basket. Got her own rebound, lost it, but Nekoosa foul coming up on Schubert, I believe. I thought maybe Peschel was actually fouled earlier than that.
Right now it seems like the other players for Westfield are hesitant to take the shot, but Peschel's not.
Peschel and Stoffaker, yeah, they've been sort of like miss inside, miss outside. Stoffaker nailing the threes and Peschel taking it to the basket. Winter back on top. McCartney will fire the 3 ball. Schubert with a good job rebounding against Montney.
Close game. Crowd gets into it, don't they?
Well, I think Nekoosa's looking for that 4th foul on Montney. That was a case for it there. Wolf. And now Westfield wants a offensive foul called on Wolf there. So she extended the arm when she was dribbling. So yeah, both teams into it.
Oh.
Wolf's pass picked off by Peschel.
Now see, I would have fouled her.
Lexi back. And Peschel with a miss. Going the other way. Lexi 1-on-4. I think she can take him. She brings it back out. 4:50 to play. We're tied at 44. And you can just feel the points are going to get hard.
My feeling is we got to get Taylor Hazelmeyer back in.
Melvin getting ready to check in. Oh, and Hazelmeyer, too.
Oh, there she is.
At the scoring table. They'll both come in right now. As Ryan and Wolf take a seat. Make that Mortel and Wolf. Nekoosa will inbound. 4:42 to play in the game. Hazelmeyer. Boy, she saw Melvin open. Couldn't get her the basketball. Stoffaker picked up by Schubert. And before the shot, timeout is called by Westfield. That's sort of an interesting timeout by John Bradley. Sort of a panic timeout. So 4:30 yet to play here in the ball game. And we're tied at 44, a full timeout. As I mentioned before, Nekoosa boys and girls play next on Friday, December 20th in the Nekoosa gym. It's going to be a doubleheader. The boys followed by the girls, or the girls followed by the boys. I'm not sure which, but a doubleheader next Friday night in the Nekoosa gym. See, we're talking our last broadcast about the football season and not really knowing how the Nekoosa players did when it came to all conference rankings. Dan got that information for us. Thanks, Dan. And we're pleased to announce that quite a few Nekoosa football players were named to the first team all-conference. Colton Kokoka, a defensive back and running back. Trent Layton both ways also as a linebacker and a guard. Aaron Peckham as an outside linebacker. Dylan Bauer, defensive tackle and an offensive tackle. Johnner Allison, all-conference as a center. Cody Schmidt was named the return specialist first team player. And, of course, Brad Savage. No surprise there. Brad Savage, the all-conference kicker. Second team honors went to Tarek Tuttle for his linebacker prowess. Hunter Miller, the defensive end. Tristan Holden, a defensive tackle. And Andrew Melvin, an offensive guard. So a great year of football. And, of course, these kids being recognized now.
Oh.
Hey, Lexi with a heck of a play there as she prevented Peschel from getting an easy one. By the way, on the volleyball side, Nekoosa didn't have any first-team all-conference performers, but they did have Haley Baker, Shannon Books, Lexi Brost, and Desiree Shue, all named to the second-team all-conference. Kayla Montney got her own shot back, put it in, drew the foul. That almost looked like slow motion there, didn't it, Dan?
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't get the rebound, but we did.
Montney had that ball above her head, and she was sort of looking at that rim for a second or two, and finally shot it, and chased it down and put it in. 3-point play, 3-point lead now for Westfield. Hazelmeyer lost it, picked it up and dribbled again, got away with it.
I tend to agree that.
And Desiree Shue knocks down the shot. Hey, we'll take it.
Unless the ball was touched. And I didn't see it, but.
And that ball sails out of bounds as McCartney tried to get it to Montney, who, by the way, now has 13 points. She's way over her average. Nekoosa down by 1. They have the basketball. 3:51 to play here in the fourth. Good ball game tonight here in Westfield.
Yeah, I tried to look at the stats too to find out if Westfield, if they did a lot of scoring in the fourth quarter or whatever, and they're pretty consistent with their scoring all the way through quarters.
Kirst caught a break there as that pass by. The pass was not intercepted. Peschel picks up the foul. And Coach Bradley getting very loud on the Westfield bench. I'm not sure what he's looking for.
I really thought Mallory had her hand in the back and pushed off to get that ball on the inside. And I think that's what he saw too.
Kirst trying to run the out of bounds play here for Shu in the corner. They didn't get it to her, but they do find her now. Hey, how about that? Nekoosa back on top by a point. 48-47, 3:10 to play in the game. Going down to the wire.
Yeah, I agree. I think it will, Tom. Might come down to foul shooting.
We haven't seen much of that tonight. Peschel, boy, there was nothing there. Evidently, she bounced it off of Bro's foot. I don't know where she was going.
Ball's going to go inside, though. Oh.
Nekoosa does a pretty good job of covering up Montney.
Yeah.
2-3 zone.
Got to get on her.
White, or make that Winter. Schubert with a good rebound. 2:40 to play, 1 point game. Oh, where's that going? Hazelmeyer's trying to get the ball to Melvin.
The idea was good. The pass was bad.
Well, even if Mallory catches that ball on a good pass, she's underneath the
She's
basket.
too close. Yes, she's too far under the
Or
basket.
behind the basket. So we need better decisions down the stretch here. And Coach Bradley very loudly gets the attention of the officials and a timeout. 2:29 to play in this ball game. 48-47 Nekoosa. So Nekoosa still on defense here. Close game here. The JV game was close too, eh now?
Yeah, JV has lost tonight, 18-23. Very low scoring game.
Yeah, we got here in the middle of third quarter was 12-9. I think Westfield was up then. Man, Peschel with a slice and dive. That's a nice finish.
That's a good ball player, Tom.
I haven't seen her shoot the ball from the outside, but she's been dynamite taking it to the basket. Hazelmeyer. Ooh, blind pass there. It was a good one, though. Melvin missed, and a ball bounces to Peschel. Westfield with a 1 point lead. Under 2 minutes to play. Let's see what Coach Bradley does here, if he wants to spread the court or just keep running offense. Looks like Westfield's going in a little bit of a stall mode. You don't need to foul yet, girls.
I think you do. I think you got to get a couple fouls here.
You got a lot of time to play here, yeah. Yeah, they've got Nekoosa with 4 team fouls. Yeah, you got a point there, Dan.
Yeah, I want to pick up a couple. I want to get her down to 6.
Be a great time, too, to go to well, I suppose you don't want to trap
just like that. There you go. That's good.
Possibly get a layup on the other side.
Taylor.
Hazelmeyer got the foul, team foul 5. I'm not sure. Hazelmeyer coming out. I don't know if she's got 3 or 4 fouls.
No, 15's going in to take a foul.
And Coach Linsmeyer is going to take a timeout with 1:28 to play in this ball game. Second game of the conference season on the girls' side. What is it, Nekoosa? Wisconsin Dells. And is it Watoma? I'm trying to find.
Has to be because Westfield lost to Waddell's, so it has to be Watoma.
I have to start this thought over again. And Adams Friendship, Nekoosa, and the Dells all 1-0 in the conference. Mauston, Westfield, and Watoma all 0-1 in conference play. Other games besides tonight, besides this one tonight, as Mauston at Watoma. And a good matchup has Adams Friendship taking it on Wisconsin Dells. So that's going to be a good one.
You know, just like the boys, I think this is the conference is wide open here for conference champ.
I don't know. I got to give Adams Friendship the
nod. I would too, based on Emma.
Yeah, they've got probably the best player in the there's a walk. Didn't call it. Probably the best player in the conference down there. Lauren McCartney fouled. Boy, Nekoosa really needed that travel call. Mallory Melvin picks up her 4th. And Taylor Hazelmeyer is going to check in right now again for Nekoosa to play offense. But 2 shots coming up first for McCartney. I loved her Uncle Paul. He was quite a singer. Or still is. So Hazelmeyer back in. And another miss. But Nekoosa can rebound. That hurts. Hazelmeyer's got to be careful here. She doesn't want to commit a foul. We're down to a minute now. Still a lot of time to play. Nekoosa with 16 fouls. And Hazelmeyer commits the foul. Is that number 4 or number 5? Must be number 4. And 1-1 for Lauren McCartney, who just missed a couple. But Nekoosa's got to rebound the basketball.
I agree.
See if they block anybody off here. Nope. But the ball came out nicely to Melvin. 50 seconds to play. We're down by 1. Melvin goes to the floor, but she's okay. More embarrassed than anything. Lexi comes to get it. And again, Lexi being double team, triple team. Schubert. Melvin. Had a pretty good look, but she also had Paige Peschel in her face. And now Shu commits the foul. 30 seconds to play. We're going to the other end. Isn't that amazing how that last basket can be so tough to get, you know? Allison Stoffaker buries the first one. She's got 16 on the evening. She comes into the game averaging 7. She's got 17. Westfield by 3, 28 seconds to play. Boy, Westfield has done just a great job of taking Lexi Brost out of the game tonight. Nekoosa can't even get the ball to her. 19 seconds to play, full timeout, Nekoosa. So possessions are getting short for Nekoosa. They are down 3. 19.9 seconds, really 20 seconds left to play. They sure could use a 3-ball. If not, they need a quick 2. And we get a foul called on Westfield. It's only the 6th team foul on Westfield. So Nekoosa was inbounded again, about the same spot.
They might even foul again, Tom.
I don't think so. You think that was their strategy there? Just to
I think they wanted. Yeah, I think they had a foul to give, so I think that was it.
Almost a steal, boy.
Go towards the ball.
Desiree Shu has to meet that pass. It wasn't a good pass, don't get me wrong, but she's still got to meet that, and then we don't have that problem. She probably would have drawn the foul if she would have went to meet that pass.
Oh. I don't know what they're looking for.
Hazelmeyer. Boy, no man's land over there, but she gets out of there. Melvin will fire the 3. It's short. Mallory chases it down. Schubert. Brost will fire the 3.
Oh!
Hazelmeyer is fouled at the buzzer. Boy, that Brost 3 halfway down and came out. They did call a foul before the buzzer, so Nekoosa is going to shoot free throws. The problem is we're down 3, and the most points we can put back on the board right now is 2. They really should put a 1/10 of a second or something back on the clock, though it doesn't matter. Or we're not even going to shoot the free throws.
No, they're not.
Well, that makes no sense to me. So this ball game's over. Westfield protects the home floor tonight. They hang on to beat Nekoosa. Our final score, Westfield 51 and Nekoosa 48. So with a win, the Westfield Pioneers now 2-2 on this basketball season. With the loss, Nekoosa falls to 4-2 on the year. Papermakers are 1-1 in the conference, and Westfield, of course, improves to 1-1 in conference play also. So a good win for Westfield tonight. They certainly played well, and to be honest, they outplayed Nekoosa. They earned the win tonight here at home. Scoring rundown first for Westfield. Lauren McCartney, finishes with 8. Very balanced scoring for Westfield amongst 5 players. McCartney with 8. Paige Peschel had 6. Allison Stoffaker led the team. She had 17 for the night. Cassidy Winter with 4. And Kayla Montney finishes with 13, 10 of those coming in the first half. For Nekoosa, Lexi Brose held to 5 points, all of those coming in the third quarter. So a great defensive job by Westfield on Lexi, holding her down to 5, 11 below her season average. Desiree Shu with a couple of trays leads the team in scoring tonight, I believe. Finishes with 15 points on the night. Ashley Mortel had a bucket and 2 points. Brittany Ryan a 3-ball and 3 points. Taylor Hazelmeyer also with a good night. She finishes also with 15 points. So Shu and Hazelmeyer both with 15. Anna Schubert drains a couple of 3-balls. She finishes the night with 6 points.
Tom, for Westfield in the fourth quarter, they were 3 of 7 for 43%. For the game, they were 21 of 47 for 45%. Just to tell you how consistent they were, in the first quarter they were 47%, second quarter 46%, third quarter 42%, fourth quarter 43%. Nekoosa in that fourth quarter was 3 of 10 for 30%. For the game, they were 17 of 38 for 45%. So both teams shot 45% for the game. It's just that Westfield had 4 more field goals than Nekoosa.
Yeah, it really came down to that last shot. The 3-ball by Lexi Brost. Went halfway down, spun around, and came right back out again. And that was the game. So Nekoosa comes close to getting in overtime, but no cigar tonight. Westfield gets the win. So again, our next ball game to record for public access will occur next Friday night, the 20th of December, when both the boys and the girls varsity squads are in the gym taking on Watoma. The boys will play first, or then the girls, or vice versa. Expect those games to start probably around 6 o'clock. So a doubleheader next Friday night in the Nekoosa gym. Wraps it up for us tonight. Thank you, Jim Allen. Thank you, Dan Schmidt. Thank you, the viewer. My name is Tom Kirst. Hey, join us again next time for Nekoosa Sports.